Hello, beautiful souls. I want to share something I do when I'm making big decisions. I call it the walkthrough. And simply, it's just imagining as much as I can about actually making the new decision and what that would be like. So, let me explain a bit. First of all, what am I talking about big decisions? I mean, like big life changing ones. Like, do I take a new job? Do I move to a new town? Do I take this house? It's not quite perfect, but maybe a better one won't come. Oh, do I do it or not? These kinds of like really big decisions. And they're hard to make in large part because we don't know what is going to happen, what it's going to be like if we make this big change. Are we actually going to like the new house, the new job, the new town? We don't know. And the only way to know is to do it. And so that's a little scary because even though we might not really like our current situation, how do we know if the new one's going to be better? Right? Challenging. So, how do we make that decision? Well, one of the things that I do that I find super effective is a walkthrough. And by that, I mean I get in a quiet place, I sit down, I close my eyes, and I imagine with as much detail as possible what it's going to be like. So, for instance, if it's a new job, I start from waking up in the morning. Am I going to have to wake up at a new time? If it's earlier or later, does it affect what roads I can drive down? Maybe I have to take a whole different way to go wherever it is that I'm used to going because it's rush hour at that time. So I need to learn a new route. I need to think about that, and maybe it's actually going to take me longer to get to work um, because of the hour. Maybe also changing the hours changes my exercise schedule. Maybe I'm not going to have time in the morning anymore to do whatever I do in the morning. Maybe it's meditate, maybe it's run, maybe it's do yoga or lift weights, go to the gym, whatever. Right? So I start there. Like I start at the beginning. um, like if it's moving, start with packing. What's that going to be like? How am I going to get my stuff there? Is this an international move? Is it next door? Um, you know, like really start as early in the process as you can. And so then I walk through as much of it as possible. So the job one is simple to explain. I get up in the morning. What does that change? What does it not change? Breakfast. Uh, if you have kids, how you get your kids off to work. Are you going to have someone come help you take them to school now? Blah, blah, blah. And then driving to work and then getting to work. And imagine as much as you can about meeting the new people, doing the new work. um, have you ever done it before? What parts of it have you done before? Did you like them? Did you not like them? Um, what's your schedule going to be like at work? If you're going to have to travel a lot, right? So you just do what you can and like really imagine as much as you can about the new thing and get all the way through as much as you can. And you can write down if you want a list of pros and cons, like things that you like and things that you don't like. And that should give you a pretty clear sense of what the new thing is going to be, at least as much as you can know, right? You can also do that same thing for what you're doing now, like you're not taking the job, staying in the job you're in, and imagining morning to all the way through the day and listing pros and cons. You can just list them. You can just list them on your head, in your head, or on a piece of paper if that helps. Usually, by the time I do it, it's clear enough in my head what the pros and cons of each are, and then I can compare them. And yeah, I mean, it's not actually going to tell you whether you really are going to like the job or not. What it will do, though, is give you a much better sense of it because you've actually walked through the process as much as you can. Um, yeah. And you'll have fewer, like, oh, I didn't think about the fact that it's actually going to take me an hour to get to work, even though that drive is normally 30 minutes because it's rush hour, right? So things like that. Like things that, oh my God, I have to completely change my exercise schedule now. But maybe that's a good thing, though. Maybe you actually prefer the gym body fit class at night, and now you get to take it at night because you go into work earlier. I mean, who knows? Anyway, I find this really helpful to do. So play with that. um, either keeping the pros and cons in your head or writing them down and then comparing them with not making that decision. See if it helps. Take care. Good luck with your big decision. And in any case, there's going to be things you like and don't like about it, so meh. Hope that helps. See you next time.